till the morning. I have no idea what the weather's going to be like, and then we'll see what's what later. Okay, there is a row there. And then there's the other half of that one. There's another half of another one up here somewhere. That's the first one I came to. We'll do that one first. And it's only 20 after 5 game time, so yeah. Scotland during the winter, welcome. But I was right to get that spraying done, because the crop sensor would not work right now. Anyway, I think we'll get this done, or we'll get this wagon loaded. We'll then tip it and at least call November 2 done. I can't make that turn, or can I? Ooh. Don't know if I got all of that, and we won't until tomorrow. Okay, 15,000 litres. Let's see how we do. We'll have building maintenance to pay overnight. We'll still have a lot of money for tomorrow, but yeah, this is the only job for tomorrow. Still got a loan to pay, but we've only got the one loan. I completely forgot that I'd paid one of them off. So we're down to about 80,000 in loan payment, or in loans outstanding. Okay, where's the exit? Should be just up here somewhere. Follow the tyre tracks. Yes. Okay. Okay, here we go. Actually, I want to be on the other side of this bunker. Assuming I can make the ramp. That was the wrong way to turn it. Oh. Well, it let me open it, even if it's not letting me tip anything. Oh, we've tipped 100 litres, that's awesome. Drive straight. Slam the brakes on. Oh, go backwards now. Yes. And full power. Go. Yes. And we're now back on top of the pile. So I should be able to fill in this edge at least a little. Actually, a lot. And I think I need to turn into the edge to get it to fill that top section. That way. sure a long hauler would love this job. Oh, let's go forwards. I'm already up to 20% compacted, which is probably helped by the 30 to 40,000 litres that we're hauling up in the trailer. I do believe compaction has a effectiveness caused by at least the number of wheels that are on the ground. So if you're running a trailer with 3 axles, we've got 6 wheels back there. Plus we've got the 4 on the tractor. That's 10 wheels doing the compacting. So the compacting does go a little bit more efficiently than just running a tractor with 4 wheels. Okay, I think I'm just going to pull out here. And that should empty. Thank you very much. We will turn that light off, that light off, that light off. Turn the engine off. We're going to go over here and shut the garage. Then we'll sleep till morning. Yay, morning. Okay, 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock was about the time the sun comes up, so that's a thing. Okay, that little dink was us paying some money. $64 for property maintenance. Actually, 8 o'clock is still dark. So, how about we check here? There's a Renault, Volvo, there's the Zetor. Oh look, there's a silage clamp pushy thing. That's nice. Horse aggravation, Joker 8 RT. We don't have one of those. What does that do? That's a disc harrow. Okay. Needs 330 horsepower. We could use the 900 on that, and it's an 8.2 metre. I'm not sure what we've actually got on the farm. That's a 4 metre thing, cultivator, 160 horsepower, don't need that. Don't need that. This is 47,300, 250 horsepower. The one we have is 50,000 litres, so I don't need that. See, 250 horsepower, that's close to the 800's limit. There's a spreader, there's a nice little all the things. Yeah, a thing that you put stuff in and it shoots it out the side. Okay, auger wagons, that's a good thing. Okay, not interested in that. Let's check field prices for now. 27. Is that cheaper? Still 200,000 for that field. That's a joke. That's... ooh, that got cheaper, I'm pretty sure. And then these are at minus 19, so no good. So 114, 115, 116, currently a good value, but I want these for. Though I don't have the room for the grass they produce, I want those for. Anyway, let's speed up the time. Let's get to 9 o'clock, because quite frankly it's way too dark to see rows of grass. So, sleep till 9 in November. That's the plan. In fact, probably November 4 we'll need to sleep till 10, and I don't think that's really an option. Okay, lights, 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 lights. We are good to go. Oh, actually, you know what? We're not good to go. And I'm not going to look for any jobs now. I really, really want to get this field cleared. And maybe if I've got time later in the day, after the field's been cleared, I'll then consider looking into doing contracts. But we've got our big tractor running this one now. Frankly, I'm not surprised. Okay, that should be good for all the silage additive we need for the rest of the day. Actually, that looked like a row there. Nice. Okay. And done. Like I said, that's my side panel is having issues. I think I have failing electronics in it as well as dodgy buttons, so definitely looking for a replacement. And ideally I think I would like the Thrustmaster farm stick. It does everything that this one does. It looks to be better, just a more robust device. And I've got a Thrustmaster joystick around here somewhere that I've had since I was playing flight sims in good grief, when was it? I haven't played a flight sim since 2012, so I've had the flight stick a long time and it still works. And I did try playing farm sim with it at one point and decided, no, this doesn't work. I'm definitely okay driving with a steering wheel and operating equipment with a side stick of some type. And the farm stick has a few more controls which are more applicable to shuttle control or telehandler extensions, stuff like that, which a normal flight stick doesn't have. But the flight stick itself has probably enough buttons to support farm sim. I would have to reconfigure it every single time I loaded farm sim up with a new version or whatever. The farm stick configures itself. It's not dependent on a steering wheel. And that's the nice thing about the Logitech side panel, is it's not dependent on you having a Logitech steering wheel or whatever. I think the Horus, some of the, it's kind of like you can only use the pedals with a steering wheel that the steering wheel came with, because the pedals are plug into the steering wheel. So if you can't plug the pedals into the steering wheel, then you can't use them. I was actually reading about what was it? The old Atari 400, 800 series of 8-bit PCs. And Atari had their own proprietary bus that all of their devices would daisy chain into. So you could plug in a disk drive, a printer, whatever, and they'd all just work. They were the original plug and play. No configuration needed, just plug a device in, it would be assigned an address and it would work. And you could, any combination of anything that they produced, which was, quite innovative for sort of the late 70s, early 80s. It turns out that one of the guys that worked on the Atari serial bus was a patent holder of the USB bus that we now use on PCs today. So that particular guy has a long and interesting history when it comes to doing, plugging peripherals into other peripherals, into other peripherals. When you think about the USB, I mean, my PC has probably 6 ports, and I'm running 10 devices off it, because you can daisy chain some. My mouse plugs into my keyboard, plugs into the PC, but other devices I've got a USB hub that I can just plug lots of different devices into, and that's plugged into the PC. So USB, very what's the word for it? Very versatile, but technically based on the old Atari 8-bit system. Come on, lighten the load. Okay, we are dumping stuff there, and I am not able to get up that hill. That's a problem. What happens if I close that? Okay, take a run at it. There now. There we go. I hit the point where it's possible to dump, at least a little, and then the door opens. Once the door's open, every time I pass over somewhere you can dump something, it will. Which is good. Okay, let's reverse up to this back edge. Okay, don't think that's going to work for much longer, actually. Let's go have a look down here, see how we're doing. That's kind of probably more want to tip on the other side of this, which is a thing. Well, if I pull close to the edge here, it may dump some more as we're driving out. And then, well, it's dumping, like I said, it's dumping a little bit. Come on, tractor. You can do this. You've got it. Okay. Now we're on the ramp. I should be able to very carefully tip the rest of this towards the entrance. I mean, I do have a little bit of leeway there, 4,000 litres. Oh, how tight is this going to be? Done. Oh, and try not to run over little dude. Okay, we have, I'm what, less than a trailer load from this field, but we still have the other little field to clear off. Well, who knows? It is now 11:22, so I'm going to get this field cleared. Oh, let's not turn on the the sucking device until we're ready to suck grass off the ground. Okay, straight down to the bottom, we've got a little bit of tidy up at the end, and this field is done. I can then start laying up ready for lime and nitrogen on this field, pH and nitrogen balance, and take a look at getting that started. All these fields will now go dormant for the winter. They'll start growing again in spring, and we should get another cut in the same month that maize needs to be planted. So that will be another very busy month of cutting grass, ploughing the field, and seeding with maize, and spraying with fertilizer and herbicide. Actually, that's the next month, is dealing with weeds and spraying with fertilizer and just doing all of the things that need to get done. But for the winter, the only thing I've got to do now is in December we need to sell off most of the silage, or all of the silage. That will give us good income and will potentially get us, might be able to buy a field or two, which is all good fun, because fields or twos makes money, and making money makes the farm bigger. Okay, not going to bother with the rest of the corners. We've got a little over half a trailer load here. So, I'm going to drive this out of here, turn the work lights off. It is now 11:30, which means I really need to be going. So, that's it. 2 more big fields of grass collected. We still have to roll this clamp down, but I think I should be able to do that with a contract, with a courseplay setup, hopefully. If I can get the 900 to climb this hill with the roller on the back, I mean, that is flat now and pretty much all filled in. So not going to have too much trouble rolling this. Normally what happens is you end up with a sort of a ridges on here which the tractor can't clear very well. But this is pretty much full and good. So the only problem I've got is dumping everything on that field into this clamp, which is again why I'm thinking I might need another clamp here. Hopefully there's enough room there and won't impinge on that shed, and if I can chop those hedges, that hedgerow down back to where the shed is, it gives me an alternate access to the yard, or a wider access to the yard. So if I do put a silage clamp here, that works. Possibly a silage clamp would fit on this side, but again I don't know how far out the cowshed would come, and that may limit manoeuvrability over that side. But having more clamps means we could put grass, I can put 1 days of grass into it. I can then have something rolling that while we pick up the second day. Anyway, so here we are, King of the Hill. The sun is rising. It is November 3. Compacted 22%, that's not bad. And I'm going to call it here. I wish you all a good weekend, and we will be back next week, December 16th, which is the weekend before my birthday. Again, we might be doing something for that, so I might have another short stream on next weekend. Then we're into Christmas and company holidays and New Year and company holidays. So we will be putting out a lot more streams, not necessarily a lot longer streams. But we'll see, because people sleep. But for right now, I'm going to wish you all a good weekend, and I'm out of here.